Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Basudeb Rai. I hope all of you are familiar with me. And due to this pandemic, COVID-19, coronavirus, which has been disturbing the whole world actually, uh, we, the family of Janki Boarding, are trying to help you out with the online classes because all of you know that we are going late for the season. So you have some grammatical chapters and issues, and one of the most important chapter for classes 9 and 10, actually 8 also, is the prepositions. All of you must have known about the preposition more or less. So let's talk about preposition and its uses, because the issue about the preposition is, like, you'll feel that it's quite easy. It's very, when you see the sentences over there in your exercises, or you deal with the issues about prepositions, you'll feel that it's quite easy. But maximum number of students have found that they are doing wrong with the prepositions. That's why you have to learn some basic golden rules to make yourself perfect with the issues regarding prepositions. We'll have some basic rules so that you will be able to locate which preposition will be exactly used for the situations and sentences you get over. First of all, see a very simple definition of preposition. The definition says a preposition is a word used to show the way in which other words are connected. You get if you get a paragraph, you will see plenty of prepositions, because without preposition, the sentences, the paragraphs may not have a sensible meaning. Prepositions are the factors that give you a sensible sentences. It means that they function as if they are connectors. They give a perfect meaning to a sentence, and the combinations of sentences makes a good paragraph about anything. It is used to express basic relationship between words. They are like actors, performers of giving the actual meanings. They connect words, they establish a relationship between the words, and they perform to make the sentences actual, meaningful. In this regard, we will have some basic prepositions mostly used in your grammars, in your daily life, daily works, whatever you read, whatever you write. If you want to write a paragraph, an essay about anything, plenty of prepositions will be used. And if you will not use it perfectly at the right place, your sentence will be dull. It will just like now. So let's see how will you use the prepositions on the right way. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about the preposition on. Basically, I have already told you that you must have to know how to use, where to use, or is the preposition used in its actual state, actual place or not. So how will you recognize where to use the preposition on? First of all, know what is on, how it is used, or where the situations lies where you can see or you have to use the preposition on. We have categorized it with some of the usage and examples. Like usage of on. Weekdays of the week. Weekdays of the week. There are altogether 7 days, Sunday to Saturday. So if you find the days of the week in your sentence, the preposition on will be the right choice. Like on Friday, on Sunday, on Monday, whatever the day. If you see Friday and the options are in, on, off, you must have to put the preposition on, because the rule says the usage of the days of the week is valid to use the preposition on Sunday, on Friday. Another with dates. Dates. This is the dates, meteor, right? So dates. I was born on 15th January 2001. यो मितिसँग के लाग्छ त preposition on लाग्छ. त्यसैगरी with the expressions preceded or followed by day. अगाडि अथवा पछाडि हैन, like special day हरु जस्तै your festival terms like Diwali, like Dasai, likewise on Christmas day, it's a special day. So if you are supposed to use the preposition on, in, off before Christmas day, you are liable to use the preposition on, because our rule says if you find with the expressions like preceded, means next to or at the back of the following days, like special day like Christmas, democracy, प्रजातन्त्र दिवस, जस्तै यो एक्स दिवस भनेर हुन्छ हैन. त्यसैगरी कुनै पनि स्पेशल डेहरु on Diwali, like something if it is your birthday also, like if something is special, the preposition on is liable to use with an adjective followed by the parts of the day. Next rule says that the preposition on is used with an adjective followed by the parts of the day. Likewise, on Friday evening, on a special night. Likewise, with being on the surface or floor attached to something. This rule is very much important regarding the preposition, the use of preposition on, because you know most of the students gets confused that where to use on. It seems to be very simple that you can use every time, anything, everywhere on. But the situation is that if this duster is here, it's not on my palm. See the situation. If it is attached to my palm, attached to my palm. If anything that is on the attached position, टाँसेको position में यदि हुन्छ भने त्यतिखेर चाहिँ जनरली हाम्रो रुलले के भन्छ, golden rule that you have to use the preposition on the wall. Likewise, this board, this whiteboard has been attached on the wall. टाँसेको position मा चाहिँ हुनु पर्छ. त्यसैगरी on the floor, on the road, no one is liable to walk or fly over the. If you are walking, your foot must be attached with the. It must be the touching position. You know, I have already told you that if something is in touching position, the preposition on is used. The book is on the table, the duster is on the table, someone is sitting on the chair, but there is a different case with the armchair. We'll talk about it later. If someone is sitting on the without the arm on the chair, on use, while if someone is sitting with the chair with the arms, the preposition in is used. We'll talk it later. It is exception with being on the surface of floor or attached with something. So, on the wall, on the floor, on the road, on the map, on the chair, on the horse. Likewise, there are few more rules regarding the usage of preposition on. Now, let's start the few more uses of the preposition on. I have already told you there are various situations and the rules, according to the rules, where to use, in which situation you are supposed to use the preposition on. Our next rule says that if the situation like with A and the public transport, if in your sentence there is public transport like bus, ship, train, plane, you have to use the preposition on, like on a bus, on a ship, on a train, on a plane, etc. But it is little bit exception that with all the vehicles, by is supposed to use. It will be changed according to the situation of the sentences. And the next you have to see what the option has been given. Like however, by plus all vehicles. By bus, by train, by car, by jeep, by bike, etc. It depends. It depends upon the situation of the sentence and upon the option you have been given. Next we have the membership of something. Like if someone is inside a member of people with a team, sorry, on a team, on a school committee, on the board of directors, on a jury. So, with on is also used with the membership of something. The example says, on a team, it's like the group of people with the members. On a school committee, if there is a committee, there must be some more than 2 or more people. So, it's a group. Like on the board of directors, on the jury, it's also a group of people. In. We have already used the preposition on. Likewise, there are few rules regarding in as well. So, in which situation you are supposed to use the situation in? Because it's very familiar with all of you and most of you have been using all the time the situation in. So, while talking about the grammatical issues using the situation in, let's see if there are some rules that are supposed to be followed by the situations where the preposition in is used. First of all, see the first one with the parts of the day. Like in 24 hours, there are different parts of the day, like morning, afternoon, evening, night. So in that situation, the preposition in is used like in the morning, in the evening. And here is one thing remarkable, that if the article the is in the sentence. So, but at morning, at night, at dawn. What is the difference in the example? You can see it clearly if it is with the article the preposition in is used. So you must have to be careful in the situation. See the proper usage of in your sentence with the months, years, decades, centuries. in January, in 2010, in 1980s. All these things represents months, years, decades, and centuries. So, if in your sentence there is the name of any month, if you are talking about any year, if you are talking about 10 years time, that is what we call decade, and if you are talking about centuries, the preposition in is used. Likewise, with the seasons, like we have summer, autumn, spring, seasons, with seasons also, the preposition in is used like in spring, in winter, etc. Another we have is with a certain period of time. So it must be clear that what is the period of time and what is the point of time. So if you can categorize between the period of time and part of time, it's quite easier for you to put use properly in the preposition in with certain period of time. Like in few minutes in a few minutes, in an hour, in a decade, in a stone age. Another we have is with age. The example says that he is in his late 50s. What does it mean? If someone is between the age of 55 and 60, that is what we call the late 50s. There are early 50, in every 10 year, you have 3 stages: early, mid, and late. So, if someone is between the age of 50 to 55, that is what we call early 50s. Likewise, if someone is exactly at the age of 55, that is mid 50s, and someone is at the age of 55 to 60, so that is called late 50s. So if with the situation talking about ages, age means year, not the years we are talking about the proper age of a particular person or animal. With age in his late 50s, in my childhood, it's also a period where we pass through, like childhood, old age, in his late 50s, in my childhood, in old age. So I need to say that the preposition in is used with ages as well. So these are the basic golden rules. If you will follow these rules while doing with the grammatical exercises, I hope it will be quite beneficial for you to get through the grammatical issues regarding in. The thing you have to do is to get by heart the golden rules and use it in your exercises. So let's see another use of the preposition in. Few uses of the preposition in with its rules and examples. Like, see, with the word, universe, globe, continents, countries, states, zones, districts, cities, municipalities, rivers, ponds, lakes, seas, oceans, deserts. So, if you find these situations, these words, these things in your sentence, you are liable to use the preposition in. Likewise, in the world, in the universe, in the globe, in Asia, in Nepal, in Ruku, in Pokhara, in Pacific Ocean, in the Blue Sea, you may ask a question or a question arises in the mind that there is in the world and there is in Asia, yet it differs. I already told you in the previous section that you have to notice whether the article the has been used. It will be little bit vary. It will vary in the situation that where to use in with the and where to use in with its single use. So it depends upon the sentences. Likewise, but the basic thing is that we are talking about the use of the preposition in. So you must have little bit knowledge about articles as well. In the next use of in is another in the form that where the situation says that something is in enclosed space or large space with boundaries, right? कि त कुनै बाउन्ड्री भएको ठुलो स्पेस हुनु पर्यो कि त चाहिँ सानो स्पेस भए पनि चारैतिरबाट इन्क्लोज ढाकेको हुनु पर्यो. जस्तै इन द किचन, सपोज इन अ रूम, है, इन द bottle, in the classroom, in prison, in garden, in the park. If you analyze the situations, you will find that the situation matches with the rules or not. So you have to categorize in the sentence that the space or situation or the word that has been used can be described as enclosed space or the large space with the boundaries. Next we have with the collar or clothes. It is used in the situations with something in color, like you describe in white shirt. He is in white shirt. Like he is in black suit or they are in black suit. It means that they are having black suit or someone is in white shirt. So you have to recognize in your sentence that there is located collars or clothes. Likewise, we have with voice, picture or photos. If in your sentences you find the words like or the situation which expresses about something which we talk in voice, large voice, pitch voice, low voice, likewise picture or photos. Speak in loud voice. You can't say speak on a loud voice. That will be grammatically wrong. Speak in loud voice. She looks pretty in photos. It means when you see someone's picture, she looks beautiful or pretty. So these are the basic and golden rules that will help you out tackling with the situation where to use the preposition in. That's all for today. Thank you.